Hey everybody, welcome to Healthy Musicians. This is the YouTube channel series where we apply holistic health concepts into creating music. My name is Denise Natoli. So this week's episode, we're going to be discussing 3 secrets of singing pop songs.
They say he likes a good time. He comes alive at midnight. My mama doesn't trust him, no. He's only here for one thing, but so am I.
I want to get into why it's important right away. Biggest thing is auditions like pop songs. So what do I mean by that? It's always good to have a pop song that you've been practicing in your bag of tricks when you shuffle off to an audition. So maybe that's not your first song, and we'll go into this in a later episode, just like audition techniques. If you're interested in something like that, please drop a comment below and let me know. I'd love to discuss that. So I've done some pretty big auditions. For those of you who don't already know, I was on season 14 of American Idol. I was 20 years old and I'm 25 now. And one of my favorite parts was definitely singing for the judges during my Brooklyn auditions and getting the golden ticket. That was kind of surreal, especially growing up, you know, watching TV and watching that happen. And then I was like living it. So the thing that made me the most comfortable was having my bag of tricks with me so that I was kind of like ready to go for anything that they would ask me. And people like pop songs because it's what they've been hearing. And not only it's what they individually have been hearing, it's like there's a sense of community in pop songs because like, oh, you know that song? I know that song. And like it's on the radio and it's playing at bars and it's just playing all the time. So like when you are singing it, people are already excited because they know the song. So they feel like they're involved almost in your audition. So I feel like it engages some sort of participatory experience for the judges. So that's like reason number 1 why it's valuable to sing a pop song. Reason number 2 would be they're gonna say in their heads, okay, so what has he or she done to make this song different, to make this song their own? So you get to show them your musicality because they already have context, because they know the song. So here's the bass line, and then if you embellish it and you make it your own and you put your own style into it, they have a very quick idea of the kind of artist that you are / want to become. So that's like why singing pop songs and learning pop songs is important. So I'm gonna go through a pop song that I covered recently called My Oh My by Camila Cabello.
A little bit older, black leather jacket, bad reputation, insatiable habits. He was on to me one look and I couldn't breathe. I said if you kiss me.
I'll leave the link at the end of the video if you'd like to watch the full cover. I released it a week ago. Let's get into our secrets. Wow, I'm so nerdy. Okay, so secret number 1 is make it your own.
I swear on my life that I've been a good girl. Tonight I don't want to be night. I don't want to be night. I don't want to be her.
And this kind of piggybacks off one of my episodes where I discuss finding your authentic sound. If you check the playlist Healthy Musicians and you're interested, just like peep that video. But essentially, I talk about finding your own sound and not trying to sound like somebody else. I feel like there's like a niche community of singers out there that can sing a song technically perfect and almost so accurate, comparable to the original, that is definitely cool and unique. So I'm not putting that down at all, but what I'm saying is if that's your strong suit, pursue that. If your own unique style is your strong suit, pursue that. So just kind of get in touch with what your strong suit is and let that inspire you. Most of the time, people want to hear unique singers, unique sounds, things that they haven't heard before. If you're trying to sound like a pop star, they're gonna say, okay, yeah, she has a good voice, but what are you going to have to offer that's different? People don't want what they already have. because what's the point? We already have that. When you bring forward something different and something cool, that's what's going to make you desirable. So how? That's the $1 million question. How do we do this? Secrets number 2 and 3 come from one concept. Strip it down. So what does that actually mean? Strip it down to just the basic elements of the song so that then you can kind of create from that bottom up. So you just kind of have the bare bones of the song. So secret number 2, create a blueprint for yourself. This is where we get inspired. This is where I get super hype about covering pop songs. So I get the chords and I'm just playing them basically. I'm literally just playing them and filling in from chord to chord the melody and the lyrics. And this is the time where you can kind of change the key if you want to change the key. Creating a blueprint, we're not thinking about any of the technical stuff yet. We're just kind of getting those chords and making an outline for ourselves. You're playing the basic chords, and that's when you start to just kind of fall into your new structure that you're starting to feel. So for example, in this Camila Cabello song, I changed the articulation of the song throughout. So I did this one on piano. I pretty much went back and forth between legato and staccato throughout the whole thing. Obviously, this song is like a pretty sexy song, so it's like pretty easy to embody, you know, that emotion when you're singing the song. And I feel like that kind of ended up becoming the structure for my blueprint. I like when there's space. So this song I did the little staccato part in which it left space for like the vocals to fill, and it made it a little bit more like naked sounding, which I really like. This blueprint that I created, I was just playing those basic chords, and then the structure and the style and the articulation kind of just fell in when I was brainstorming. Like, this is the brainstorm part, and just record this on a voice memo. So once you have your blueprint, you can kind of move on to, okay, now let me break this song down even more. Now that I have a structure, I can kind of work on the details. So one of those details is going to be the vocals. So this is secret number 3. Focus on your vocals alone. So that means stepping away from your piano or your guitar or whatever backing you're going to be using. This is actually a secret I recently discovered for myself. I was immediately jumping to, here's my blueprint, and then I'm just going to make it a little bit better, and then I'm just going to release it. And honestly, that's not the best way to do it, because I was faking the vocals to some degree, meaning like maybe I was singing that high note, but not nearly as well, or not nearly projecting as well, or finding the correct placement for my body and my voice. Maybe I wasn't getting there because I didn't give the vocals themselves the time. And usually it's just due to like excitement, right? So you get super hyped about a song and your idea, and then you're like, yes, I'm just gonna make this into something and then send it out into the world, which is great, and do that. But like, don't forget this last secret. Don't forget this step. So sing by yourself. Go in front of a mirror if you'd like, or just sit in a chair, get some good posture, have some good vocal warm-ups, be ready to sing, be ready to work your technique. So one thing that I tend to do when I'm working my vocals alone is I will sing it on vowels. I'll just sing it on E or oo, because those are very easy, comfortable vowels, an easy space for me to get into my mask placement. So that helps me to just bring my tone forward a little bit. So like for the Camila Cabello song, E, ooh, 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 black leather jacket, bad reputation, insatiable habits. I have already worked this song, so it's kind of like in my voice with the lyrics, but that's how I would start. I would just start singing on E, singing on oo, and then I would just start integrating the lyrics once I felt like my voice was kind of feeling the song. So that's the third secret. Focus on your voice. And then obviously the last component of all of this is putting it together. And I spent a little bit more time than I normally would spend covering a pop song, singing a pop song, because sometimes we don't, I think, value our pop songs as much as we can. And I'm not saying, you know, this pop song is the best song out there in the world to be singing, but like it does have value, and I never want to devalue any potential that any song has. And I truly do love singing a song that people know because they're already bopping. And then when they hear you sing it with your style, they really get a sense of how you sound, who you are, what's your artistry. Like, these are all really important things, and it kind of like ties together to the audition stuff. And even like for me personally, I love having pop songs on my YouTube channel because then I have videos that I can send out to people that are interested in maybe my voice, and they're like, hey, like, you sound pretty good, send me some of your music. So yeah, I'm gonna send some original songs, things that I did maybe in college, big accomplishments, you know, but you want to be able to send them really current stuff. Like, hey, here's a pop song that I covered, you know, within this past month, because then that shows that you're so current and you're still doing it. So I want to throw out a challenge to you guys. I would love to hear you guys sing some pop songs. And please let me know if any of this kind of worked out for you. So I'd love to hear you guys strip some songs down. What are your favorite pop songs on the radio right now? Like, drop a comment below. If you found some value in this video, drop a comment and click subscribe. Click that link at the end of the video to see the full cover of me singing the pop song My Oh My by Camila Cabello. Just let me know what you guys think of that too. And until next time, thanks for watching.